Hey everyone, welcome to the Boat Project. Here's a little bit of background. Remember, you're building up the infrastructure for the booming town of Sticksville. But did you know that it's a port city? That's right, Sticksville is located along the coast and is a center for trade. There are always massive ships coming in and out, containing all kinds of goods for importing and exporting. You work as a design engineer for a local boat manufacturer, and the city has just hired you for an interesting job. They want the most efficient and slickest looking boat in the harbor to be a local one. So it's your task to design a boat that can hold as much weight and as much cargo as possible, given just a few constraints that we'll mention later. So boats are used for fishing, for sport, for naval operations, and even for relaxing. But none of that's your concern. All you have to worry about is getting the opportunity to learn about density and buoyancy before building a cargo ship of your own. You may have heard of famous boats like the Titanic, the USS Arizona, or the Mayflower, but don't let those historic boats steal all the thunder. It was actually the famous ancient Egyptians who built the first ever boat, which is more like a raft, which could actually withstand the ocean thousands and thousands of years ago. So friends, outside of our job for Sticksville, how does this project relate to the real world? Well, 75% of our planet is covered in water, and boats are how we get around on water. They're all around us, and it's really cool to know how they work and why they do what they do. I promise there's lots of intricate science and engineering involved in boats. Shipping plays a huge part in the global economy, and here's a scenario for you. Pause this video and think. What would happen to a small business if a ship that contained a month's worth of supplies was delayed and they didn't get the supplies to the business on time? That's called the global supply chain, and it's really fragile. If you said anything along the lines of, well, that business can't serve their customers, or that business then can't pay their employees because they're not selling anything, then you're on the right track and you should be very proud of yourself. Plus, then those employees that they can't pay then can't spend money elsewhere. It's a big trickle-down effect, and it's very fragile, like I said. Supply chain is incredibly interesting, and it's a great field, so we really encourage you to look into that if that interests you. But back to boats. Friends, boats have evolved over time, and they're going to continue to do that. So it's up to you, the future engineers and leaders of the world, to really press on and take boats to the next level. By the time this project is over, you're going to get some familiarity with the background. You're going to learn some of the science and engineering behind it. You're going to design and build a boat for yourself, and even get the chance to hear from a professional in the field. So we will see you in the next video, where we're going to teach you that science and engineering behind it, so you feel comfortable and confident to build your own.